Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. Coaches like to say play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Nittany Lions headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Left side, it's Buchanan. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something about it.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Hits the hole. It's Marshall. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback changing the play. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Penn State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Well, you can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game on 3rd down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Again. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Marsh. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Working that wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Making the adjustment. Wants to go up top on second down. Unloads to the right. Comes down, it's Marshall. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Left side is Marshall. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point is good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Escapes the pressure to his right. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. They're looking to throw on second and short. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
3rd and long coming up. Moves the pocket. It's Beck. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The run inside. It's Martin.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And a really nice setup here to take a shot if they want. 3 receivers to the right. 2nd down, gonna throw it. On the move. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, and tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st. Makes the catch. It's Martin. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. 2nd and long here. Delayed give. It's Martin. Runs through the tackle. Oh, he's got some space. Inside to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, not not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. 3rd down coming.
Team. Spade move. Stack. Icy. Copper.
To throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
See some running room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Out wide left, it's Buchanan. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Hey, you can't pick a play, or you just taking forever? No answer. I'm gonna
So
accept that.
frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Eighth play of the drive, and they have to convert 3rd and 8 to keep it going. Making the adjustment on the play. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Penn State. The defense putting points on the board. what a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Soft spot in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Again, it's Underwood. Timed it perfectly to knock it free. It forces a third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
On the run, it's Martin. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Under pressure. Left side, it's Martin. Makes the grab in their space. All the way. Touchdown, Penn State. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Underwood to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down.
214 close. 214 close.
Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. Snowed under by the defense.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude can throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Kill.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Underwood. Got his man down the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. The ride. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Beck. Out wide left, it's Martin. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Long way to go on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. The quick out. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing, Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. At the 45, on his way. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for space, it's Martin. And he's brought down after a short gain. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the number 23 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Tar Heels, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. That is another solid victory for this team, who now gets to 5-1 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the middle. Holds on, it's Sowell. Still running at the 40. All the way across the 50, into plus territory, and finally stopped at the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The fake and wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Rid of it on the RPO. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Rushes on. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Back to throw, it's Becht. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 20 points.
Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker, and I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. First play of this drive. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab at the 10.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Martin. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Becht. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him.
He tries to take the top off. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just feeds the running back. Makes the tackle. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Moving the pocket, it's Becht. They're all over him. Had to get rid of it quickly. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll run it. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Stopped right there.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Moving out to the right. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
On the run, it's Martin. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
3rd and long right here. Looking downfield, it's Becht. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Michigan. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Tells the run, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second and long here. He'll set up to throw. Right side, it's Martin. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Quickly to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's brought down and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Underwood to throw. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield. First and 10.
886 bouncing.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Out wide right, it's Marshall. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Ready? 949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar. Newman.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So first down will open up the final period. Leaves it with the back. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's changing the play. Underwood. Right side, it's Marshall. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Lining up to add another.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
On the return, it's Wallace. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Still looking. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. It's a foul on the play. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll ride him again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
And the Wolverines have it with a first and goal. Throwing, Underwood. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Leaves it in his belly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
They give it to him again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. Drops back. It's Specht. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Martin. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Gain of 30. And a first down for the offense.
Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Running inside, it's Hansen. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Second down to the air. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Samuel. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Nittany Lions are marching down the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Breaks into the open. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Might as well give it to him again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Handoff for Peoples. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Grant. Man, Hawkeye. Come on. Bridge. Force. Win. Lily.
Sets his feet. It's Underwood. Throwing right. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Underwood. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line as he made some hay after picking off that pass.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the counter. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. The Brain Trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Becht. He lost one down the sideline. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. What a terrible, terrible shame. This offense has it with really good field position. Throwing, Underwood. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation?
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Fourth down, Underwood. Right down the middle. It's complete. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5. It's second and long. Sets his feet. It's Underwood. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Underwood in the gun on third down. Throws to the tight end. He caught it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try.
And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? There's no great spot to get a holding call. This one's especially bad. They'll back it up, but still first and goal. Here's Underwood to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm into this game right now.